Let's take a look at the master setup fundamentals that we need to have to eliminate that slice. The first thing we're going to look at is the grip. Since our hands are connected to the club, it's so important that we have our hands on the club correctly. Ideally, we want to have a neutral grip to where our hands are opposing each other. It would never be good to have our hands working against each other, where either my right hand is turned too far under or too far on top, or vice versa with the left hand. So it's important that we always have our hands into a opposing each other position. The most common thing I see among slicers are players that have weak grips. Now, this isn't the case for all slicers, but I would say the majority of you have your hands positioned with the thumbs more on top of the shaft and the V's or the hand too far on top. Notice how the hands are on top of the club and the V's form between my index finger and my thumb are pointing more towards my chin. If I can get ourselves into a more neutral to even slightly strong grip. Now, I don't like to see the hands turned too far or overdo it. So what we would like to do would be if we can just relax our hands and arms and allow that club to just kind of fall into our hand and get this club to where my hand is turned slightly to the right. Notice how now you can see a little bit more of my hand as opposed to having it turned too far to the left. Now my thumb is too far on top and I can't see any of that logo. So I want to turn my right or left hand a little bit to the right. Now you can see a little bit more of this hand. My thumb is sitting slightly to the right of the shaft. From there, all I want to do is match my right hand on the club to mirror that. So I'm going to have my right hand not way up on top, but not way underneath. It's going to be in an opposing position where I have both hands turned slightly more to the right. By having my hands turned more to the right, that will give me the ability to rotate my hands more. If I have my hands positioned way on top of the club, now I don't get very much rotation. When I turn my hand slightly to the right, that allows me to get more face rotation, which will allow that club face to square up a little faster. The second thing is going to be the grip pressure. Now, we need to grip the club firmly. However, we don't need our arms to be locked up. We don't need our elbows to be locked up. If we grip the club too tight, that slows down the rotation of the face, leaving it open. If we can get the hands on the club still securely, but now I have my elbows, hands, and everything relaxed, giving me the opportunity to square that club face up a little bit quicker. So the two key components of the grip to eliminate the slice or the ball that curves to the right would be, let's get our hands into a more neutral position where both our hands have turned to the right slightly but are still opposing each other. The second key is going to be eliminating the tension in our hands and arms, still gripping the club securely, but by relaxing my hands and arms, that allows my club face more time or increases how fast my club face closes, which will help you eliminate the slice, because people who slice the ball are just late closing the face. Their face is closing a little bit too late. As a result, the ball will curve off to the right.